Good morning. On behalf of the Alliance of Women in Workers' Compensation, I would like to welcome you to today's webinar. Today's webinar is an opportunity to learn more about diversity, equity, and inclusion in the Alliance. This is a live discussion being broadcast today, February 29th, 2024. Before we get started, I would like to thank our 2024 corporate sponsors for their support on hosting events such as this. They support us not because they want their logos up on a screen, but they support the cause, which is to effect positive change in the workers' compensation industry through networking, supporting, mentoring, and collaboration. The Alliance is inclusive of all professionals in workers' compensation, regardless of career stage, with the belief that we can learn from and support each other. Our theme this year is Ignite Your Potential. Please be sure to head to the Alliance website for all upcoming events. We're excited to be hosting webinars, collaboration sessions, and in-person events throughout the year as we provide resources and speakers to help you ignite your potential. Be sure to check back on our website for registration details, and if you can't make an event, don't worry. We will record all events and make available on our website. The Alliance has grown each year, and 2023 was no exception. We continue to launch new chapters, so please be sure to connect with your local ambassador for upcoming events. If you would like to hear more details on the Ambassador Program, please check out a replay of our January 25th webinar. Change is preceded by trust. It is through acceptance and inclusion that trust will be formed and positive impact will occur. The Alliance is committed to creating a safe space in the workers' compensation industry for women of diverse backgrounds and experiences through a shared culture that integrates various perspectives. This is who we are and who we will be. The time to do better and be better is now. The Alliance understands that diversity is a journey that will take time to make meaningful changes in our organization, its followers, and supporters. We will be intentional in making progress along our key pillars of change, and today is the perfect opportunity for you to learn more. This leads us directly into our webinar. Following the success of 2023, the Alliance is looking forward to an even bigger 2024, and it starts with you, our members. The Alliance has been hosting a series of 101 sessions to reintroduce you to the organization, its mission, and how you can get involved and find value within the organization. Be sure to check out our previous sessions that are on demand. And for this session, get ready for a panel discussion with the DEI Steering Committee. Join the discussion to hear plans for 2024 and to ask questions directly of the committee, led by board member Nina Smith. As this is a live session, please utilize the chat feature throughout the session with your thoughts and to engage with leadership team and your fellow members. We know there will be a lot of dialogue today, and we love to see all the engagement. Thank you so much for the time you're spending with us, and we hope you enjoy this webinar.
Good morning, everyone. It's so great to be here. I can't tell you how excited I am to see this day come. I want to start by just thanking the board of the women of the Alliance of Women in Work Comp. I want to thank the board. I am a member of the board for really putting focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I'm just a firm believer that if you don't put focus on something, it's not going to happen. So I was pretty excited when the board asked me to come back, because I am one of the founding members, and actually help to focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I want to do just a special thanks to each and every one of you for just taking time out of your incredibly busy schedules, because we all are crazy busy these days, to join us today to really talk about you and what are the things that you can do to ignite your potential and grow your career and support others. I love this theme around Ignite Your Potential, because when we talk to you today about our mentoring program, it really is about igniting your potential. So just can't say enough thanks to all of you for being here. I am personally incredibly passionate about giving back. I have had mentors for the last 40 years. I have mentees, I mentor. I just think it's so important to give back, to support our career growth, to just make sure that all the things that we're learning in our careers, that we are actually giving back. And whether it is as a mentor, which, you can certainly give back that way as you've grown your career, some of you as leaders, or whether it is as a mentee. And for me, I learn from both. I love working with others and mentoring And I have to tell you that I learn as much from a mentee as I'm certain that they learn from me. So very, very excited about that. Um, I have this motto of each one, reach one. And in this case, I would ask us all to each one reach many. There is so much that we can give and give to others as we're mentoring. So that's my motto, each one reach one. So let's just get started. I'd like to introduce this amazing group of women that I've had the pleasure of working with over the last 9 months. And I know we're all very excited to be here with all of you this morning to just share the great program that we have, and just look forward to working with you. So I think most, if you don't know me, I'm Nina Smith. I am the chair for the DEI committee, and I work for Enlight, and I'm in customer and market operations. I'd also like to introduce Valoran. So Valoran, if everyone could just raise their hands, that would be great. Valoran works for the AF group, and she's in senior client relations. And I have to tell you that Valoran's just been amazing. She's thoughtful. She just has really great ideas. And I didn't know her before we started working together on this committee, and she's just been amazing. I now like to introduce Sharon Scott. Sharon works at ESIS. She's the Senior Vice President of Medical Programs. I think it was a couple of years ago, Sharon and I were having dinner, and we started to talk about our passion around diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I was delighted when she joined us on this journey. And Sharon has implemented a mentoring program. So we've learned a ton from her as we've gone through developing this program. Jean Feldman. Jean and I know each other. We've gone way back. She's the Senior Director of Managed Care at Century Insurance. And I know that every time Jean and I get together, whether it's work or whether it's at a conference, that we always talk about this topic of giving back and how do we make sure we help others in the industry. And so Jean's been great to have on the team. Lena and I worked together years ago, and we've come back together. Lena actually is VP of Clinical Solutions, and she works for Paradigm, and she too has implemented a mentoring program. So it was really great to have all of this input, and it's great to have Lena on the team. Stephanie Kroon, who is EVP and General Counsel and Secretary at Enlight. I have the pleasure of working with Stephanie on a daily basis, and I learn from her daily. And we too have been doing some great work. Brandy Lewis, who is the chairwoman of Health Plus Trans. Brandy, if you don't know her, she has this incredible energy and just this passion for giving back and doing the right thing. And I'm sure if you've ever met her, you could feel that passion the second that you meet her. And Brandy's just brought just some amazing insight into this program. And then Ruth Crocker, who's the senior vendor consultant at CNA. Ruth is doing such amazing work in the industry. She's leading the DEI initiative for CNA, and just follow all of these ladies on LinkedIn and you'll see just the great work that they're doing. I am honored to have worked with them over the last 9 months. I think you're all going to be very excited about this program that we've put together. And I can tell you one thing, that I now know that I have 7 new friends in my life, and we're going to do some great, great things together. So with that, if we could go to the next slide, I am going to turn it over to Lena.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's great to see so many participants this morning. And as Nina said, we really appreciate you all taking time out of your day for this. Hopefully we can give you some information and some good guidance and get you interested in participating in this program. So one of the things we wanted to talk about was, who are we? Who is this DEI Steering Committee? And the DEI Steering Committee with the Alliance of Women in Workers' Compensation, as you can see, we're a group of women from across the workers' comp industry with various backgrounds in different stages of life, that we've come together to focus on diversity, equity, inclusion, and supporting the Alliance and the important work that everyone's doing in the workers' compensation industry. helping everybody make those connections and grow in ourselves and grow in our relationships. What do we do? Well, we work in roles throughout the work comp industry, as I said. We have a huge passion, as you can tell from Nina's introduction, for supporting the development of women of diverse backgrounds and cultures, which is part of the Alliance of Women's mission statement, to successfully grow in their careers and working to connect women and support the development and growth in those careers and in their personal lives. And I mean, ultimately, what's in it for you? Well, the commitment to the DEI and the growth of career progression, the strength of the Alliance and the members committed to the industry leaders who support an industry where women of various backgrounds are equitably represented, developed, and retained in corporations and careers, and you can see a bright future for each of you. So next, I'm going to hand it off to, oh my goodness, this is the part I always forget that I'm handing it off
Karen.
to.
No,
Karen.
no problem, Lena. No problem. Appreciate it. And again, as both Nina and Lena have mentioned, we're so glad you guys are here today. We're looking forward to sharing our information with you and getting you interested in participating in this program. So I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about why a mentorship program. And as Lena mentioned, you know, the mission of the Alliance is really to affect positive change in the workers' compensation industry through networking, support, mentoring, and collaboration. So this mentorship program seems like the perfect expression of our commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion, and the Alliance's mission simultaneously. So it's really to continue to support career progression of mentees with a structured program, which we're going to tell you a lot about. It's also to provide career guidance and industry visibility for you as growing future leaders, and also to build leadership, coaching, and communication skills as mentors. So there's benefit, as Nina had mentioned, on both sides of this, always is from a mentorship relationship. So the objective of the DEI Mentorship Program is really to continue to support that growth. And the steering committee is committed to making sure that we push forward leaders within the industry. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Ruth so she can give you information on the program structure.
Thank you so much, Sharon. And as Sharon mentioned, I will be sharing with you the program overview and really what the program will look like. And we are so excited to have you all on today to receive this information. So the duration of the program will be April through November, which will be 8 months. And as you all know, can you all believe we're at the end of February? So we will be starting this program in April. And like I said, it will go through November. And then we will have a celebration, a graduation for all of the mentors and mentees at the national conference in October. So really looking forward to that. Now, what does the commitment look like for the program? For the mentor and the mentee, we are looking for the mentor and the mentee to meet monthly for 1 hour. So 1 hour a month for 8 months to have conversation and discuss different items that you decide that you would like to talk about in your discussion. Now, for the mentees, I'm speaking specifically about the mentees at this time. We would also like the mentees to participate in 3 sessions that will only be for the mentees. So 3 mentee-only sessions. And then also we would like for the mentees to attend a 90-day check-in. So we really want to see how you're doing, kind of get some, have a conversation about if there's anything that you would like to see differently in the program. And then we'll also have a pulse survey every 60 days, just to see if the program is meeting your expectations. So it's really all about you, and we want to make sure that we're giving you what you need during the program. Now, also, we would like for the mentees to attend the National Workers' Comp Conference in October. And again, that is for the mentees and also for the mentors to attend that program. Now, for the mentors, I'm sorry, my screen just went. Uh-oh, hold on, you all. My screen just went blank here. Technology, right?
I love technology.
So, okay, it's back on. So for the mentors, we would like for the mentors to participate in a 3 mentor only sessions. So really the sessions will be specifically for the mentors to talk and also have discussion about the program, any program improvements. That's what we would ask for the mentors. So okay, my screen went blank again, you all. Bear with me here. Okay, I think I've concluded everything that I need to talk about on the program overview. So now I am going to turn it over to Jean, and she's going to talk about the target audience. So Jean, I believe you're up next.
Thank you, Ruth, and good morning, everyone. We're really thrilled on how we developed this program. We are looking for people across our industry. We're not just looking for people in the carrier or the payer space. This program is going to be open to those who might be in a managed care company. You could be in an account management role. What we're really looking for the mentee is to have at least 1 year of experience in workers' comp. So we're trying to be as broad as we can to be inclusive of all within our industry. There's many variations of different companies that we work for, carriers, TPAs, managed care companies, cost containment. There's so many different types of companies that are involved in making workers' comp successful. So the mentee, we're hoping that we get a good cross section of people to apply for the position that we have available, and really looking forward to help developing folks that are newer to the industry and are getting started, who are looking for some opportunities to grow their professional development. For the mentors, we're asking that you have be in a leadership role within your company. Typically, it might be a director level and above. For the mentors, we're asking for a commitment because this is something that we're going to be able to help grow these individuals and to help them move forward in their career. So it's really an exciting opportunity for you to spend one-on-one time to help an individual get started in their career and help them learn more about all things workers' comp and about the industry, but also personal growth too. So we're really excited. We look forward to having a wide cross section of people in that mentor role as well. And we've spent a lot of time on thinking about this and putting our activities down to paper, and are very excited to have people come forward who want to be a part of this new program that we're offering. And now I'm going to hand it over to Stephanie.
Thanks so much, Jean. Good morning, everybody. I'm Stephanie Kroon, the General Counsel at Alight. Like Nina said earlier, I'm located in San Diego. And I just want to start off by saying what a pleasure it's been working with this group on the DEI Steering Committee. Not only are we at different companies, but we're at different positions in companies. And so just bringing that kind of diversity has been really beneficial. So my segment today is all about sharing the benefits of participating in our mentoring program. And it builds on the comments of everybody earlier. When I think of a mentoring program, I think of developing a professional relationship between two people and all the benefits that come with that, and also the power of the network and the benefits that come with that. And so what do I mean when I say the power of the network? Let me give you an example. If I build a professional relationship with Jean, which we've been doing over the last 9 months, at some point, Jean and I will know each other, trust each other, and be invested in each other's careers. At that point, opportunities in Jean's network become potential opportunities for me, and opportunities in my network become potential opportunities for Jean. That's the power of the network. It's an amplification effect, or It's, you know, igniting your potential, like we're doing here with AWWC. It's kind of like the 6 degrees of separation with Kevin Bacon, only I think these days it's more like 2 or 3 degrees of separation, really, not 6 anymore. So I'm not telling you to go out and just build, you know, professional relationships so you can get into their networking and grow your career. That would be insincere and shallow. Instead, I'm saying make the most of your professional relationships, build trust through your actions, and you'll experience deep professional relationships and the power of the network. So expanding your professional network is a practical benefit when you build one-on-one professional relationships. And that's what we're really hoping comes out of this mentoring program between both the mentor and the mentees, but among the mentees and among the mentors. So now let's focus on the mentor-mentee relationship and what mentorship is and the roles of the mentors and the mentees. A mentorship is a relationship between two people where the individual with more experiences, knowledge, and connections, the mentor, passes along knowledge and guidance to the more junior individual, the mentee. This fosters skill development, increases confidence, personal development, and professional outcomes for the mentee, just to name a few. It also allows mentors to share personal experiences, give back to women in their industry, and grow from mentoring and coaching. So what are the roles for the mentor and the mentee? For the mentor, we're asking the mentors to act as a sounding board, act as a facilitator and an advisor, identify and facilitate development opportunities, give needed support, provide visibility and recognition to the mentee, and of course, keep all conversations confidential. For the mentee, know and share what skills you'd like to work on and the areas you would like to broaden your knowledge. Be a willing, open participant when discussing success and failure. Demonstrate how you're applying what you're learning. Contribute ideas for solving specific problems. Appreciate the efforts made to assist you with growth. And of course, keep all conversations confidential. So as with any relationship, what you put in determines the benefits of what you get out. There's no magic other than the effort and commitment that the mentee and the mentor put forth into the relationship. And that's what's so exciting. The more the mentee and the mentor put into the relationship, the more each will benefit. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Valerie.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Valerine Connerly, and as Nina mentioned, I'm with AF Group. I did want to just share, in 2022, I participated in AF Group's formal mentoring program. I was a mentee in this program, and it was a wonderful opportunity. I got to drive my development. I selected the topics, and my mentor really provided guidance, but it was a mutually beneficial relationship. In addition to the mentor and mentee relationship, also keep in mind that you're also going to be meeting the other mentees. So not only are you benefiting from someone more senior who may have more experience, but you also are building a network of 9 other mentees. So now that you are probably excited about this program and you want to know, a little bit more about it, what we're going to be looking for this first inaugural mentoring program, we're going to select 10 mentors and 10 mentees. We'd like it to be just one candidate from each company, and we are striving to balance the candidates with diverse backgrounds and cultures. Some of the selection, there will not be an interview process or anything like that. So once you apply, what you put on your application is really the only thing that we'll have to go on as far as knowing who you are. So be very, very thoughtful and intentional about what you provide in your application, letting us know, who you are and what you hope to get out of the mentoring program and what your career goals are. Again, the requirements are going to be the same pretty much for the mentee and the mentor. As far as the mentor, we're going to be looking to see what your leadership experience is, and also that you have a commitment just to giving back to the industry. Now I'm going to turn it over to Brandy, and she'll give you the next steps.
Hello, everyone coming off of mute. I just wanted to say thank you so much for your time and consideration for today. We are super excited about this opportunity, and we want to be, your partners as it relates to making sure that this is a success. And with that being said, I just wanted to go over some brief next steps as we recap this webinar. So the application submission, again, is March 4th through March 18th. What I am asking all of you to do is to, everyone that's on this webinar, is to please repost this opportunity on LinkedIn. Please feel free, again, to tag us individually on LinkedIn on the platform. You can feel free to reach out to us on LinkedIn if you have any questions. But ultimately, this helps spread the word of the journey that we're trying to develop our future leaders within our industry. And just like Nina said at the top of this webinar, reach one, teach one. It is imperative that we start now in our planning process for our replacements. No one lives forever, and the transfer of knowledge is key as we go on for our future leaders in this industry segment. The second thing that I wanted to talk about is the mentorship pairing piece of it. I want to actually talk directly to the mentees. And Val, you kind of talked about this when you were giving details of what we're looking for. You have to be extremely vulnerable, honest, talk about some of your shortcomings, talk about your goals, tell your story, your dreams, your aspirations within your career path in the insurance sector. And as it relates to the mentors, we're asking for engagement. Everyone is busy. Everyone on this webinar is busy, but we must take the time to engage and help develop. We want you to pour in your experience to the next generation. It's all about sharing power, right? And it's important that we recognize that sharing power is critical to who we are and also to who we are destined to be, right? So mentors, please, share with us your experience, your current position, your past positions. Definitely our focus together is to increase opportunities for the underrepresented employee demographics within this industry. As it relates to the steering committee coaches, again, we are here, we look forward to being your liaisons and your partners throughout this journey. We will definitely be checking in on the program on a regular basis. We will also be doing some pairing, kind of who is over what, and who is over certain mentors and mentees. So we want you to know that you will not be in this alone, that we are very much so here, that we are very much so engaged in making sure that this is a success. Let's talk about graduation and National Workers' Comp. We have some special things. I can't let all the cat out the bag right now, but we definitely have some things that we are going to be celebrating, highlighting, just showing the journey on a more visual approach of what we have accomplished together. And I'm telling you, it's going to be, Rockstar certified. It's really super exciting, and it will be documented extremely well. Let's also go to talking about growing lasting relationships. And I think that I discussed this a little bit on the onset of our call, how much these ladies mean to me and how their paths crossed, our paths have crossed together, and how much we've learned from each other, the connectivity. And I feel that just on this committee alone, that we're going to walk away from this and always have a bond. We're looking to have that same type of bond and interaction with our mentors, with our mentees as a group, as we move forward, just continuously networking, focusing on career progression, support, and also just increasing visibility, right? Because people need to know who you are if you're great, and people need to know that you're striving for greatness. And once those things have been identified, there's definitely always room to get out and network and meet new people so they can also understand your greatness as well. The last thing that I wanted to discuss is just being career ready. I think that that's one of the key functions that, you know, we are very passionate about. Reach one, teach one, learning better tricks and trades, shall I say, as we grow, as we evolve, as women in this industry, as leadership in this industry, because guess what? We all have learned from someone else, right? And it's definitely imperative that we continue to uplift each other when we can, because at the end of the day, men have golf. What do we have, right? We have the Alliance. And so thank you so much for your time and consideration, everybody. Please, again, feel free to reach out on LinkedIn, Brandy Lewis, and I am signing out. Thank you.
Well, thank you, all of you amazing ladies. Can you guys see why this has just been such a great group of women to work with? So just a special thank you to all of them. And I'm just so excited about this. We do have time to take a couple of questions. So I don't know, Jen or Maria, if you've been looking at the chat. So just let us know if there are any questions that came up.
Yeah, so there was one question. One individual is asking, can you be both a mentor and a mentee?
You know, I think we'll look at that actually, because we really want to have, I don't see anything wrong with it, but I think the team should look at that. Because again, this is an annual program and we'll have 10 people. So we definitely want to spread, if you will, the participation. So definitely it is something that we will look at.
So we
And-
have oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, I was gonna just say, is there another question?
Yeah, Wanda is asking, she works as a data analyst with a TPA. Would the program be a good fit for someone like her?
Absolutely. Anyone that's in technology, you know, and you're in the space, please join. My career actually has been predominantly in technology, and a program like this would be exceptional. So absolutely, get your application in.
We have a lot of questions, so I'll go through them. Next question is the graduation virtual or in-person experience?
Our goal is to have the graduation in person, sorry. So we definitely will be planning on that. And we understand there are some cost implications as well, but that would be our goal. And so we'll definitely get more details on that, you know, once we have this, we've selected the mentees and the mentors.
I know this is probably a lot of people are asking this question. If there is an overwhelming interest, will you consider doing a larger group than 10 mentors and mentees this year?
We thought about that a lot. So we definitely want to get an overwhelming response. And we've thought about it. We just want to make sure that the program is really, you know, this is the first year. We want to make sure we don't overwhelm ourselves, but we'll look at it and we'll definitely come back. But we've definitely had that conversation a lot. And so look, we want everybody to get those first 50 applications in as quickly as you can for mentors and mentees. But definitely we will look at that.
I know the mentoring program has been just overwhelmingly, you know, comments and feedback throughout the years, and we've listened, and we're so excited. I'm excited to see this first year take off and as it grows. So I know that, you know, this committee has done an amazing job with setting this up. So like Nina said, get your application in. It's on the website now, and the first 50 individuals from both will be considered. The next question is, once the selection is complete, how will notifications go out?
We'll send it to this group. We're going to send it to the Alliance. We're going to the Alliance email distribution. We're also going to put it on LinkedIn. So we're definitely going to make everyone aware who the selections and who the members are of the first class.
And just to clarify that there is no cost to join the mentor or mentee program.
There are absolutely no costs. Just come join us and let's see what we can do to help grow careers in our industry.
Perfect. If an individual is interviewing for a new position in between jobs, would that still qualify this individual to be a mentee candidate, or do they need to wait until they have they're at their new job?
They could apply for it, yes, and we'll just give us that information on the application, and certainly they will be considered.
Perfect. Cindy asked if this is being recorded, or no, Deborah asked if this was being recorded. It is, and we will be posting this out on the AWWC website under the webinar and resource page, as well as we will be pushing out an email to those that have registered. You'll get a follow-up email with the link as well on social media. The next one is there's a couple individuals that are asking, from their positions, would they be considered a mentor? One is a claims supervisor, and then the other one is they're on the employer side and they are a director. So wanted to know, what are you guys looking for the mentor position?
They should both apply.
Perfect. An individual is asking their fourth year of facilitating claims in a high risk industry. Would a position like hers be appropriate for this program for a mentee?
Absolutely.
All right. I think that is all that I have. A lot of individuals are still asking about the recording. It will be recorded, so we will send out that link.
I actually want to just do a special shout out to Verna Alexander, who was actually part of this committee initially, and she brought us so much great information. She's done some great work with her colleagues at Liberty Mutual. I don't know if you guys know, but she was recently promoted to Chief Claims Officer, and so she had to bow out, and we miss her, but certainly she's been great and has provided a lot of input to this program. So Verna, if you're out there, thank you for your guidance. We certainly appreciate it. And as I said before, I am just so excited to work with these women and to work with all of you to bring this program to life. It is needed. I'm delighted that we're doing it. This is the first year, so give us some grace because we're working our way through it, and we're all working, as I said, we're all extremely busy, but we are committed to this. We have passion for this. And as I've shared, I have incredible passion for giving back. We all have something to give, and we want to make sure that we can see, all of you grow in your careers. So thank you for your time. Thank you for these amazing women who are partnering with me on this, and just enjoy the rest of the week. And please send any questions that you may have. There'll be all kinds of links, but send us questions, and we're going to be excited to tell you about who the first year participants are. Thank you all. And a special thanks again to the steering committee.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Nina. Thank you to the steering committee. As I mentioned, this recording will be online. I would be remiss to not thank all of our corporate sponsors for their support to hosting events such as this. They do not support us because they want their logos up on the wall, but they support the cause, which is to affect positive change in the workers' compensation industry. So thank everyone for attending, and we look forward to seeing you on our next event.